Yo, what's up, guys? Okay, I hope this goes through. All right, man. I happened to open, and this is actually in a bear box. Okay, and so this is a short. Okay, the moment that it enters over here. Okay, the bottom of this candle. All right, so okay, now I'm gonna throw up a fib from the top to the bottom over here, and I'm aiming for 100% or 120. It all depends. But it's somewhere over here. I usually go for 100%, and
Order submitted.
we'll go from there. Okay, so this is up 13 points right now. Okay, I'm gonna add at the midpoint.
Order submitted.
All right, you see what's going on? Okay, quite honestly, I've been scalping it at the 50%. I'm gonna scalp this one at the 50% because I want to get out of this trade. But basically, it's entry to 50% for me. But usually you're going to be a little bit lower at the 100% in order to get a one-to-one RR. So, let's see how it goes. Okay, so at the high over here, 25.25, I'm going to flip it at 25.50 to a long. Buy stop limit 3.
Order
All right,
submitted.
I'm just going to go into one contract, okay, even though I'm going to lose two, and I'm hoping to hit this 200% on a flip long. But anyways, all I'm trying to say is that this is your action candle. If you build out your trend boxes, you're gonna find that you are in what you call it in bear box over here, because though this is green box over here. Okay, this yellow. Let me get rid of this fib. We don't need it anymore. This yellow box right here, this yellow candle right here, okay, should have taken you to a new high, but it didn't. Because it didn't take you to a new high, the moment that this bear FVG right here prints, that doesn't, because it didn't get it up to here, now you're in a bear box. This is a bear box, okay? So I'm not aiming for much on this trade. I'm just aiming for what I read over there. Okay, it's 76.75. Let's see if we get it. All right, and this is a live trade, by the way. Okay, I'm trading it across all my accounts. All right, so let's see what happens. Okay, now you guys know how I'm building these boxes, I hope, right? All right, so this over here would have been a bear box. Let me build out a couple of boxes so we're all on the same page here. This over here, this is the high. This is a bear box. Okay. So what happened was, this is your actionable candlestick right here. Okay, this is the one that you're aiming for to take a trade. All right. As you can see, it would have been a pretty nice trade. The moment that it enters in between here, okay, because this is the last candle that got engulfed. All right, that's the way I've been doing them. You know what I mean? It's like sort of like pivot point. You know what I mean? But I don't know if it's a pivot point. I don't know what the hell it is. But I'm just going from this high, the white high, to the bottom of this green. Okay, and I just take it. All right. So
Order filled.
hey, look at that. We got a winner.
Order cancel.
Okay, we'll
Order
cancel these
canceled.
out. All right. Okay. So this over here is how I would have entered to go short on this candlestick right over here. Okay, and you see it ticked it and it wound up all the way down here. Eventually, it breaks over the top. Okay, so you gotta, where's your long? Okay, the long is actually this entire candle. If you really can stomach taking such a big risk, on a candlestick. You know what I'm saying? I can't. You know what I mean? Like, this is way too much. This is your long. Okay, when it retests that. But because there's not two boxes in a row, and that's the reason I'm starting to do stocks instead, because you could find these double boxes. This is, you basically, it's red, green, red. There's really no trade here. The trade that I just took, I was sort of just gambling because it does work off of one box. Don't get me wrong, but if you really want to be in a trend trade, it's going to be two boxes. So let's go find a trend trade from the bottom. Here's the dip, straight the fuck down. All right, and then all of a sudden we have one right over here. This is your last box from here down in here. Okay, there's your FVGc uh, green and all that. Okay, let me. So this is a bear box. Okay, and then we have an FVGc going up and an FVGc going down. This FV down, FVG up, FVG down. And that creates the new box. And where's your high? It's literally this candlestick, the same candlestick. And what happens? No new high. You actually would have been short from entry right over here. This candlestick would have taken you to the, man, this is where it's like a solid strat, man. Look at this. Here's your short trade. Okay, this candlestick probably hit the midpoint. Okay, after you entered pretty much right away at the bottom of this red doji. Okay, this candlestick hit right away, goes up, and then but it does tick the bottom of this one over here. Okay, but so you are gonna exit it for a B, but a little bit better than B. Then all of a sudden it goes up top. Okay, and because it broke up top, all right, now you can start taking longs. All right, so let me explain it one more time. Say this box fails, which it does right over here, even though there was a midpoint trade that goes back down, blah blah blah. Let's just assume that it fails. Okay. Now, because it fails, it automatically flips the box long. Okay. Here's your dip back in right over here. Okay. You could pretty much take one contract right over here as soon as it breaks, or two, however you want to do it, or wait for the 50% of this candle right over here, okay, to hit to take two contracts to go north with. All right? And that's how you be these trades. That's where you flip. Here's your midpoint. Here's the midpoint of this box. And you take it back up. Okay? Now these over here, you're going to start seeing nothing but trades going long. This is a box going up. This is a box going up. And this is a box going up. And this is actually a short after that. Okay, which it is. Alright, but now you're in trend. You broke this box and flipped it. Okay, so this could be your first green if you really want to really get down and dirty with it. But say it's not. You're waiting for the second box to build. Here's your first. You take the loss on the red, which is fine. Here's your first box. Here's your second box. The yellow candle appears. What's your low? This is the low candle here. Okay, and that's your trade. It's as soon as this yellow candle appears, and once you pierce the top of the pivot candle, okay, you take the trade, and that's it. Here's your trade going long. 1, 2 boxes. As soon as you close that second box, you go long, man. All right. I hope I explained it good enough. I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna have a billion questions, but that's what I've been doing. All right. Bye.